Hello, happy Wednesday. I am Shannon Kerr and I am an EFT practitioner. I'm also a mom. I am 2 years sober and I am passionate about bringing tools to more moms to help them be more in love with themselves so that they can love their lives and be the moms that they want to be. So today I wanted to tap around well, the distractions, the way that we sometimes forget to notice what we're working on because we're so busy looking at what everybody else is doing. Hi, Dawn. And this can feel like comparison, distraction, frustration, all kinds of ways that you kind of get stuck in other people's stories. So that's what we're going to be talking about. So I invite you to just take a breath and come back into your space and notice where you might be feeling these sensations of comparison. When you think about your daily goals, your daily life, and who you're trying to become, where do you catch yourself thinking, I should be doing it like so and so? Or why aren't I already where that person is? And if you feel that frustration rising up, acknowledge that and remember it's okay to have these feelings. It makes sense, especially because of the way we are bombarded by social media and everything else showing us, you should be watching what everyone else is doing. It's okay. So now we're going to do some tapping. And tapping is really like Simon says, if you haven't tapped with me before, just follow along with what I'm doing and where I'm tapping and have a little bit of an awareness of how your body responds. So we're going to start on the side of the hand. We call this the karate chop point. It's where we start out. Even though I get stuck in comparison, and that feels disappointing, that's okay. I still love and accept myself anyways. Even though I look at what others have done and it feels like I'm missing something, that's okay. I still love and accept myself anyways. Even though I get worried sometimes that my efforts will never be enough, I forgive myself for that fear. And I love and accept all parts of me. Okay, now we're going to move to the top of the head and just keep following along. If you're in a safe, quiet place, then say it out loud. If you're in public, then imagine yourself saying it in your head. So it feels like I'm going around in circles. Eyebrow point. I get distracted by others. Side of the eye. Their success feels like my failure. Under the eyes, and I get stuck feeling dissatisfied. Under the nose. Sometimes it's hard to imagine my own success. Under the mouth. I wonder if I'm ready to let go of this fear. Collarbone point. How would it feel to know that there is enough? Under the arms. To recognize that someone else getting something doesn't mean it's taken away from me. under the chest. How would it feel to see this differently? Wrist point. Am I ready to trust in my own enoughness? Sometimes I make up words. So breathe that in. Notice if any little sensations came up for you, any new thoughts or awarenesses. I tend to keep a journal beside me when I'm tapping to be like, oh, there's a thought, there's something. And recognizing again that these feelings, we're not bringing them up to shame them. We're bringing them up out of curiosity, out of this kind of self-parenting, right? Looking at like, oh, okay, I've been holding this on, and maybe that's an old fear. Maybe that was something that was taught to you as a child that, you know, if someone gets that, then it's going to be taken away from you. There's only so many pieces of the pie kind of mentality. And those feelings are okay. Sorry, I have to grab a drink. So once we've vented these feelings, then we begin to move into possibilities. How is it possible to bring something else in instead? So we'll do one more round, starting again on the side of the hand. Even though I do get stuck in comparison, I can also look at my own journey and see how far I've come. Even though I put so much pressure on myself, I'm ready to release some of that so that I can celebrate myself today. Even though I have been guilty of believing that there is a limit, I forgive myself for believing this, and I love and accept all parts of me. Okay, top of the head. There are new beliefs ready to emerge. Eyebrow point. I'm getting ready to notice new possibilities. Side of the eye. How would it feel to release that pressure? Under the eyes. I wonder what new ideas are coming to me. Under the nose. How would it feel to celebrate that other person's success? Under the mouth. Without feeling any lack for myself. Collarbone point. I'm getting closer to releasing these fears. Under the arms, so that I can feel connected to the constant flowing of abundance. Under the chest. There are new possibilities for me here. Wrist point, and I deserve to let these fears go. Okay, we'll pause again, taking in that awareness, seeing sometimes when you're tapping, you may notice sensations of like needing to yawn or even burp sometimes. There may be tingling down your spine. These are all ways that your body is like releasing the emotions that it's been holding on to. And it's like a little thank you to you, like, oh yeah, I have been carrying that inside my head, inside my subconscious. I'm bringing it out and letting it go. And as we let those emotions go, now we can start to choose something new to bring in instead. Instead of believing that because so-and-so is successful means that I'm not going to be. Instead of there being those, limited numbers of pieces of the pie, there's more than enough. And that's what we're going to tap in now. And thank you for joining. Those of you, comment and let me know how things are feeling for you. So, even though sometimes my goals feel far away, and I look at other people's success with jealousy, I'm ready to release that today. Even though I have forgotten to notice my own progress because of comparison and self-judgment. That's okay. I love and accept all parts of me. Even though I was feeling disappointed, now I feel hopeful. And I'm ready for new and exciting things. Okay, top of the head. I forgive myself for comparison. Eyebrow point. I see it for the excuse that I was using it as. Side of the eye. That excuse to stay in my comfort zone. Under the eyes. I am ready to believe in myself. Under the nose. There is more than enough for everyone. Under the mouth. I release that part of me who believed in limitations. Collarbone point. I am creating the life that I want. Under the arms. I'm listening to my body and acting as if I'm already there. Under the chest. My foundations are secure. Wrist point, and I am ready for more abundance. Top of the head. I focus on my future self that I am becoming. Eyebrow point. I don't need to look at anyone else. Side of the eye. Their success has nothing to do with me. Under the eyes. I choose to stand in my own stability. Okay, and we'll stop there. So, thank you for joining live. And if you're watching the replay, take some time to notice, when do you feel solid and secure in your foundation? And what are some small steps that you could take in order to bring that to more areas of your life? So if there's, let's say you've been really taking care of your body lately, and these are the things that you've been doing, how can you create that sensation of, yes, I take care of myself, I am responsible for myself, and I am honoring myself in these ways? How can you take those steps into other areas of your life? And if you want to join me tomorrow evening, I'm going to be doing a new moon tapping session to really get clear on, where am I right now in my life and where do I want to get? How can I get there? So being able to set these tangible tasks for yourself so that you can begin to make progress towards who that person is that you are becoming. Basically, it's the known fact that if you're not happy where you are and who you are in today's moment, then you're either going to stay there or you need to create some changes. And so this is where tapping can help you to notice, like, oh, okay, this is something I need to change. So if you want the link to join me for the session tomorrow night, send me a message and let's get into conversation. All right. Thanks for joining, and I'll talk to you soon.